Alright, so I ran into a bit of a snafu between episodes, and instead of completing all of this, I ended up having to put the gates in because a creeper decided to help out. Yeah, you know how they love to do. Yeah, we're not letting those little buggers in here anymore. Also, I just remembered I forgot to turn my settings back on. Here we go. Now I can see what all my stuff is. Yeah, I got to literally right here on this side, and this little creeper decided to help out by going kaboom and blew up half of this little entrance. So I had to fix that, which is why this is now dirt. Yeah, mildly annoying. It didn't really do that much damage, but it did interrupt the flow of things. Also, I found a little hack for doing it. All of this is once you get up to here, wrap this walkway around. That way, once you actually are ready, you can go ahead and get the next layer in really quickly. And I'll showcase a little bit of what that means here in a bit. Right now, it's about to be nighttime, and I would very much like to see this in place before the next creeper decides to assist me. So we're going to go ahead and get this finished up. But that is what I meant last episode by 35353532. It is not, in fact, a pin number. It is the directions on how to do this particular build. Honestly, I'm sure that is somebody's pin, and if that is the case, I do apologize, but nobody will know unless you comment that that is your pin, in which case I would highly recommend you change it. Okay, now that we're up here, I already have this wrapped around, but it's fairly easy once you actually get this line all the way down to wrap around. Just give yourself the extra block of space between your pillar of lights, whether it's shroom lights or sea lanterns or glowstone, whichever way you decided to go. I went with the more netherite, No, nethery, I guess, feel. And it's going to make a lot more sense once I get the floor and the other internals installed. But for right now, we're just going to go ahead and get this part done so I can showcase what I mean by doing this easily. So you can just grab this, bring it all the way around, and you don't have to worry about falling off because you have a couple blocks of a buffer. You can even just go ahead and preset all of these. Okay, now I can just get the walls the rest of the way in. It's a little bit faster to do this part. Skip over the middle. And we almost have this whole section relatively safe to build all the way to the top. I don't have enough of the fence gates because or fences because apparently I did not factor in that these are incomplete and I need an extra 20 to finish all the way around the entire build. But at least I don't have to worry about those guys spawning down here and causing mayhem, so I can just grab another set. Thus, I can wrap this all the way around. Because these ones do have to go from one end to the other. If nothing else, so there's no possible way that you can fall off. Also because they do go in the middle. Now these ones, being where they are, do not need to have the extra fence gates like those down there. Those are for footpath travelers to not join us on our journey. Oh, I'm going to be one shy of even finishing this. That's fine. I am going to leave the corner bit, though. That way I remember that's the side that needs it. Grab just a bit more, have them ready. And now I have to get this side, and hopefully I not get blown up in the process. That's the last little bit that is the concern at the moment. Have enough of those, but I do need to get more of these cut so I can get the next tier in once it's good. Cut you. And grab another stack of those. 2 more is fine. Eh. Does this work? Oh, it would have if I turned faster. Curse my sense of urgency. There we go. Okay. I'm going to leave that right there so I can get out of here. That wasn't supposed to happen. Gotta love Bedrock shenaniganery. Whereas most players would probably prefer keyboard and mouse, I am controller based. Which is why I don't get along with PC gaming. You're not going to come say hi. No. Go away. That's how he got me. Oh, sneaky little bugger. Okay. This is now the 3 zone. And with this, they shouldn't be able to get to me anymore. actually, that is the way that's supposed to be, so yes. Okay. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and finish getting these in. It's just about daytime. Things should be starting to burn. But luckily, this being made out of netherwood, it really never should itself. Okay. With this part finished, we're going to go ahead and grab more nether brick. Pop this one in. And now this tier is more or less done. Now I said we were going to work on the exterior bits this episode, and we are. I have to let this slowly load in before I zoom forward, because every time I just zoom up to my wool farm as of late, I end up getting kicked because too many entities load in at the same time. Maybe it's all of these shulker boxes, I don't really know. What do you think? Seems plausible? I'm going to go ahead and just take that because I need that now. I'm almost to a point of needing those. Not quite for these yet. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take you so I can go ahead and get my platforms spawn-proofed at the very least. It would help if I ran outside. Okay. I know what I'm doing, I swear. I am really starting to enjoy how this area looks. Okay, so we want to actually land right here. Take that and drop that unfinished one. It's really not going to matter which one I do, is it? Okay, nope. We're going to actually just go inside. Wait a minute. Yeah, because I gotta take this. For right now, that's going to be a mild annoyance, but that's fine. I actually need to place these shulker boxes. So we're going to put you right there, and you right there. I need you. Now I have a bit of space. Because of how I have these ones in the corners set up, there's no real foot traffic access to them. I might tinker with that at a later time, but right now this is kind of intended. Okay, so now I need you gone, and I need you turned into carpets. Going to have this match with the material beneath it, which is the smooth. Once I get to the next tiers above this, it'll be a little easier. But we're using the nether materials, and surprisingly enough, white wool does count as a nether material. You might not think it, but as we're discovering in the Nether survival series I'm doing with Moz, you can get a fair amount of string from trading or from killing striders, which, you know, it's a necessary evil when you first start doing another survival series. Because you need a bow. Crossbows aren't really the best thing. They're very slow. You need to be a little bit rapid fire when you're repelling ghasts. And yeah, when you put 4 string together, you get some white wool. So therefore, white wool is another material, and that is not the position that that should be in. I can fix that. Should not be able to see any center bits of the logs, or as they were, stems. No matter which version of this tower you build, should always be smooth, not have any exposed rings. I will be going back into that area again later, but for right now, that is what that needs to look like. Ow. Give or take the imprint of my face. Okay, we're going to put that there, and then we're just going to go 2 between, 2 between, 3 between, 3 between, 2 between, and then we're at the end again. So we're going to do that all the way around with 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, and 2. Two, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2. Finally, same deal. And that one's already there. So now we can white wool all the way around here. I need to go get some more. Top these off. Now you might be wondering how we're going to get all the way up each of these. Because what good is a gateway if you can't access it natively? Now once I get all 4 of the walls all the way up, I will be showing you exactly how that works. So stay tuned. Let's just say it ended up being more perfect than I had initially intended with the layout that I have put forth. Okay, so now that we have all of these in, we're ready to move up 1 layer. I'm going to do the cheeky maneuver of removing these and that just to pillar up and not have to fly. I might have lost 1 stem, but that's fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is bring 1 block over so I don't fall off. Have this go all the way across to right there. Just perfect. And then do the same thing with the one right below it, because that actually is part of the same level. Accurate and good. This is how I went all the way around quite quickly. 2 and 2, and now for the 3. Now, if you don't want to have to switch between tool and stem to strip it, just strip all of them beforehand, but it's hard to know exactly how many you're going to need before you start a job, so I just go ahead and strip them on site. It's just a little bit smoother that way. Not quite as janky. Okay, and now with this is where we get to the easy bit. Since this level is where the next hole is, we're going to go ahead and make things easy for ourselves. Bring this all the way around where it's going to stop. And where there's not yet a wall, give yourself the extra gap of space all the way around, because it's going to end up becoming flush with it, so you can afford the extra block of space. No, don't lag on me now. It's not good. And then don't forget to put your stairs in to add the extra block of buffer and give yourself a place to put your railings. Not there, though. That's not where that goes. Okay. Everything is going smoothly. No pun intended on using the smooth quartz. I wanted to say some type of stone. It's not technically a stone. It's got its own section in the creative tab as well. Okay, so now all of that is in. Now go ahead and get your railings. Try not to fall off, because that would defeat the purpose of even installing these. Okay, now we can put our light sources. Two between, 3, 3, 2, and 2. This way, even if the carpets weren't enough, or before you put the carpets in, it's spawn-proofed. Normally these wouldn't be enough, because they don't give off as much light as a regular lantern. But it's a Nether build, so that shouldn't matter. Gonna be just a few short, but it's fine. Areas that need it the most will have it. Make sure I didn't skip any. Sometimes it doesn't place them. Like so. At least it was just the one, but still. Ow. Oop. Nope, this one. Okay, so now I need to actually grab one more of those and one more of these stairs because the next tier is also going to be given a platform. So there's only one more ring of platform to go around the outside, so I don't have to have too many. But it doesn't hurt to have these lined up and ready to go. I have enough of those. I don't have enough of the lights. Or I have exactly enough of the lights for the next tier, but I'd rather have more than enough just to be safe. So far, we're doing pretty good. Just got to do a little extra stocking up. That should be good. We'll go ahead and cut that in half. Turn those in. I'll come back and get more as I need to, but I know I'm not finished with the existing layer. Central point. That one doesn't even have a thing yet. This one does. Just a little extra spawn proofing. Can do this in stages, it's fine. Let's swap these around and do that. It's a little easier for me to go back and forth this direction. Right. So this is more or less the process of how to do this quickly and without having to go all the way to the bottom and then back up each individual time. But you can also just as easily do this to guarantee that you put it on the right level. And what I'm also going to do is this and have it meet up. So I can just go up the middle and be done. So I need to do both of those all the way up. I'll do them this way towards me, and then meet right here and bring them up at the same time. Ah, that was bound to happen sooner or later. That's why you always bring extras. Compensate for your mistakes. Because they are bound to happen sooner or later. This is also a 2. Especially when you're trying not to strip all the logs, but just one of the types. I have resolved that even though these are called stems, I am going to call them logs because that is the simplest thing for my brain to do. They strip like logs, they look like logs, they are therefore logs. Okay, the sound is starting to get iffy again, which means I could be kicked. Let's try and wrap this side up. As this row does not need to be stripped, we'll go ahead and get this one in. And then, as I said, go up that side. But for right now, this is pretty good progress for one episode. So thank you all for watching, and screw that creeper in the background. Yeah, that little bugger I know is back there floating in the water. Trying not to be noticed, but be noticed at the same time. Yeah, I see you. You're not blowing me up this time because you can't even see me. Haha. Anyway, have a good rest of your day, everyone, and I'll see you for tomorrow's episode where we finish up getting this all the way up, and then we can work on getting the roofing in, one section at a time. It's going to be fun. Peace.